computer, yes.
So I've been talking to this chick, man. And we've been hitting it off real good until recently. I've been calling her. She ain't been picking up the phone. Trying to figure out what in the world am I supposed to do?
Well, that's one way to start the show. What's up, everybody? You putting what the APV out? What is Shorty at?
You said what?
You said you said you can't find her, right?
Can't find her. I said I've been calling her. She ain't been picking up her phone.
Oh, well, still put an APV out on her.
Put an APB out? I don't even want to play games, dog.
Okay, well then.
I don't wanna play games. But on another note, we're back.
Wow. Oh yeah,
I
we are
mean,
back.
yeah. I mean, why not, man? We back. No Bears games today because they played Thursday,
We're gonna go straight to that.
yeah, and they lost. They didn't win. It was definitely a winnable game.
They definitely did not win. Yeah. However, I
You
came
say,
out of that.
however,
I came out of the game encouraged, unlike most Bears fans.
encouraged by what?
It's something about this kid, Justin Fields, that, and I got, you know, evidence from a lot of other people that watch the Bears and stuff, but it was something about the way he played that game, and for that final drive to end the way it ended, with he get it. I mean, I know they put a stat up that was like, I want to say it was like he was the second most hit quarterback in the league or whatever. It was some crazy stat that Amazon put up on the TV.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I could not think of any time that he went back to pass the ball that he wasn't under pressure instantly.
Yeah.
And it's like, is Washington defense that good or the Bears protection that bad? And I'm just like,
I think it's the latter, but continue on.
and I was just, and that was just my mindset the whole game. I was like, man, he's getting I'm worried about him surviving the city. I mean,
Yeah.
the season. And so, I'm just watching the game, and then that last drive, he scrambled for that 40, 50-yard gain, and he just put the team on his back, all to throw two touchdown passes, and the receivers drop it. And it's just like, I want to see this, like, and this is what bothers me, because I have a lot of, I ain't gonna be mean, I got a lot of friends that say, oh, look at what Trubisky was doing versus what Fields is doing. They starting to do that, right? Because he played a total, I think, of 16 to 17 games now from last year to this year. And I just want to remind people, Trubisky had talent on his team.
Yeah.
Justin Fields ain't got no talent on this team.
Nah.
Trubisky had, I guess at the point in time, number one receivers.
Yep.
Now obviously those receivers ain't doing too much of nothing.
No.
But I would steer people towards the Cordero Pattersons of the world and be like, look at what he doing in Atlanta. Like that was a weapon that Fields don't get and that Trubisky did have.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, we could debate the Allen Robinson stuff, but when Allen Robinson was playing with Trubisky, he was producing. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
I just don't get it. And then it's like, it just mind blows me that you see the ball, you see the man catch the ball and drop it. And then
Yeah.
people go and say, oh, well, he threw off his back foot. He did. And it's like, but if you got two hands on the ball, I don't care how you threw the ball. If the ball was there, the only way that he's supposed to drop that ball is if the defender knocks it out of his hand. The
Right.
defender didn't even go for the ball. He went for the
Right.
tackle.
Yeah.
So there was, in my mind, there was no excuse for the number one receiver on this team to drop that ball. And he did so.
Yeah. I really ain't got nothing, man. I was watching that game and the the offensive line was especially the guy that was guarding whoever was guarding Sweat. Whoever was guarding Sweat, I think it was Brisker. He was getting it was just bad. That O line is terrible. And then I saw on the defensive end, Cats was and specifically there was a screen pass to one of Washington's running backs. I believe it was Robinson or the other guy. Robinson or do they got a Gibson over there too? And
Yeah,
then
they
they got
got
two running backs. But it was like two Bears guys ran and then they stopped. They
mm-hmm.
stopped like this while the running back rolled. I'm like, why did they stop? I'm like, are these cats scared to tackle? I understand like CTE is a very serious thing, but if you're worried about CTE, then why were you in the practice squad vying for position to get to this place, and now you're in this place and you don't want to tackle nobody? I don't know. I don't, but yeah, Justin Fields, because I really don't want to talk long about this. Because I was listening to so because they played on Thursday, it gave me time to listen to the other, to the other analysts, aka some of the former best players. I listen in particular a podcast that has Olin Krutz in it, Big Cat, and another guy, all former best players, called the No Name Podcast.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I haven't listened to them, but I definitely.
So they talk about, they analyze it, and Olin Krutz, former center for the Bears.
Should be
So
in the Hall of Fame.
exactly, that guy was talking about how there was blame to go around for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Justin Fields overthrowing, not throwing quick enough. Offensive, well, he was really griping on the offensive line, how the poles and the guys up top really didn't focus on the offensive line. And on the Cruz had how that's going to be a problem for when the season starts, and it's a problem now. And yeah, but it was still a winnable game. Washington Commanders were, at least on paper, they were worse than us, but they was marching down the field like they was the Green Bay Packers. So I don't really know if they was really the worst team in comparison to us. But yeah,
No,
dog.
they by far the worst team in their division, but they weren't. I put it to you like this: I got mad respect for Ron Rivera as a coach. I think
For
the things
sure,
he did it with Carolina, and now
for
he
sure,
dealing with the Commanders and all they problems, fighting cancer and all. I got mad respect. He a former Bear too, so I got mad
for sure.
respect
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
him. So I know for one thing they gonna play tough. Like
yeah,
whether you got a
yeah.
quarterback or not in Wentz, that's up for debate. But I know that
But
the
but
team
but
itself.
Wentz was playing tough too.
I mean, he laid out Roquan. I
Somebody got to get benched for that.
I mean, you got to do something. You got to give us some push-ups or something. Like, I mean, that was
Yeah,
uncalled for. I mean, I know he's
well,
not a little dude, but come on now, that's the quarterback. If anything, you should have put him like,
I would have made him pay for attempting to try to tackle me.
man.
I
Okay,
would have made him
well,
pay.
I'm gonna attempt some because I done set some stuff up. Um, see if it works on the drop of a dime. You did it last week. I'm gonna see if I could do it
Okay,
this.
there you go.
All
You get
right,
my first one.
all right. This is
Okay,
where
here we go.
this is where I want to read this,
We
and
have content.
yeah, we got content. I'm working. Fields is giving the Bears his all in an
Yeah.
attempt to prove he's the quarterback the franchise has been desperately searching to find. It's disgraceful. Polls in the front office have effectively hung him, Eberflus, and offensive coordinator Lou Getsy out to dry this season. Fields deserve better. This is from Josh Schrock from NBC Sports Chicago. Now, do you agree with that statement?
No.
I
To be
don't
to be
either,
to be to
but
be
I
to be
find it
fair,
interesting.
everybody's in their first year here.
Exactly.
Pose first year. I don't know who Eberflus first year coaching. Luke Gessie came from Green Bay, but he had Aaron Rodgers. So this is your first year with a rookie who's trying to become like the franchise. So it's like, to be honest, this is what patience looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what the process truly looks like. It's ugly. It's not pretty. Um, you're going to have doubts about the decisions you made up until this point, but we got to keep moving, and we just got everything is an experience. So I don't think they hung them out to dry. They made some decisions with what they had, with the money that they had, and it's the first year, man. They had to see
I,
what they had, and
I,
they're seeing what they have, especially on the
I,
offensive line. Yeah,
and, and see, I think that the problem is that, and it's gonna be the last thing I say on it, but I think the problem is that, of course, the Bear fans is tired, but
yeah,
I'm thinking that the media knows the talent that Fields has, and they don't want to see him playing with another jersey on, flourishing, because honestly, that's where it's gonna be. That's gonna be the potential in the next few years if they don't turn it around quickly. Now,
but
yeah,
next year they supposed to have like one of the top
they got all their draft picks and they got
yeah, they
all
got the
the
like
money,
they
all the
right.
money.
So what they do next year, because I guess this year they was kind of like, because they tried to sign old boy Owen Joby. I think he was going to be like on part of the O line, but he failed his
He
physical.
was a D lineman.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a D lineman.
Okay, so I guess he was supposed to be like a top guy. Couldn't get failed his physical, so they had to go with. So we'll see with next year. Next year is going to be like, okay, so what they going to do with the amount of money that they have and the draft picks? It'll be
I,
a better place to judge.
and I just want to leave this here, man. Like, and I don't want to, cause I don't want to Stephen A. this stuff and bring up race, but I'm just going to. Y'all
Okay,
gave Trubisky and all these other Bears quarterback years.
yeah.
Please don't do
but
Fields.
but they're not saying so far. What I'm hearing, they're not saying
I know they're not saying,
that
but I'm
Fields is
just saying,
trash.
you know how the media get. I'm trying to get ahead of it. I'm just saying.
Oh
Let's,
yeah, okay, yeah,
I'm just trying to get ahead of it because I know the fans are already saying it. Because
right,
I know people that's already putting this narrative out there, and it's like,
okay,
this is his set. He didn't even play a full season his rookie year. This is his
yeah,
second year, and he already got learning a second offense. And what he proved from last year is that he gets better every week.
But
And whether the
I say
stats,
this. Yeah, I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry,
I'm
bro.
saying whether the stats say it or not, I see him improving every week. It's just not the leaps and it's just not the magical stuff every week that we see from
but it is the magic, but it is the magical stuff on his part.
On his part,
but the thing about football is two parts. The quarterback can only throw the ball; they can't catch it for you.
Yeah,
and that's the second part of the magic is like when he throws those crazy passes, getting out of those, making his way out of a potential sack, and in the receiving end, you get these cats who was like they be looking for the ball and be wanting the ball, and when the ball comes your way, you drop it.
And my whole thing is like let's be consistent with our criticism. If you're gonna say that like he's throwing bad balls, it's like, well, every quarterback in the league does it. The difference is that their receivers can catch and bail them out, whereas Justin Fields don't have that luxury. He don't have
DK will next year.
Yes, sir.
DK will
that out there. Yeah.
DK Metcalf. Hold on, let me put it the full thing. DK Metcalf will catch those passes starting. He won't drop them. Next year, he won't drop them.
He won't.
When he's in, wait. When DK Metcalf's in the Bears jersey uniform next year, he won't drop those passes.
He won't.
Let me just throw that out there.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf.
Now, I wasn't going to start here because I wanted to keep the sports all in the sports, but so I don't know what you want to do. You want to stay with sports or you want?
I don't. No, come on, let's go with it because I don't even know what you finna talk about next.
I want to be fair, and I want to talk about. Yeah, I'm going there. I want to be fair, and I want to talk about all the praise that we're getting from a certain movie that's about to be released next week.
The praise?
Praise. So I'm finna try to do this again. Hold on.
Oh, godly. Oh.
I want to be.
You gotta find. We gotta watch the second trailer. We gotta watch it. Wait, can you find it? Go to YouTube.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Because I haven't seen the second trailer.
Okay. Hold on. Let me go. Let me find it real quick. But just to talk about all the praise that it's getting. I just want to say, in the midst of all the praise it's getting, The Rock totally spoiled. I don't know if you saw that.
About Henry? About Henry?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a big secret, but he ended up spoiling it.
But what did he say though? As far as anything except that he's back to play Superman in what movie?
No.
What are you talking about? Be quiet.
No.
Shut up.
But yeah, like
what? I still haven't heard that they gonna let Zack Snyder do his Snyderverse. So what do you? I know we talking about the Rock verse or the Black Adam verse. Who said we wanted that? How you making plans for a universe and we don't even know if this movie's good?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. All I can say is
the 21st can come sooner.
All I can say is that I'm shocked that it's getting as much praise as it's getting from a lot of people that I thought was gonna crap on the movie. To be honest,
they got paid to praise that.
Okay.
Wait till Rotten Tomatoes people get their hands on it.
I ain't want to go down conspiracy theory, but
no, they paying these folks to say that stuff. But wait till the folks that really hop on Rotten Tomatoes, then we'll see.
Oh, absolutely, because I still go back to what a month ago when the early previews came out and it was getting like 20, like it was the lowest rated movie ever. Now all of a sudden it's the best movie to ever since The Dark Knight to come out. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
The Rock ain't that good to carry nothing like that.
Okay, I once again, I just want to be fair and show that. Okay, I got the trailers queued up. I don't know now. I don't know how the audio and stuff gonna work, but
We'll find out. Just press play, Chief.
My son sacrificed his life to save me. These powers are not a gift, but a curse. Born out of rage. No,
Was that a different language?
say that again.
this loose cannon needs to be locked down before innocent people start getting hurt.
He's gonna sleep for 5,000 years.
You find us a cell that can hold him, they'll take care of the rest.
Who's on the team? I
Okay.
didn't bring a passport.
You don't need passports. You're the Justice Society. Black Adam, we're here to negotiate your peaceful surrender. I'm not peaceful. Nor do I surrender. Here we go. You or no one.
We didn't come here to see justice. We came to exact revenge.
They showing a lot. Probably too much.
You believe you are not worthy, but fate does not make mistakes. You have two paths. You can be the destroyer of this world.
Ooh, who is that? They showing too much, bro.
You can be its savior.
All right, that's that is the trailer for Black Adam 2. The last one before the movie.
Yeah, I think they showed too much in that one.
Where this ends.
When he
The
They
table.
showed them. They showed a bit. They showed a bit much.
yeah, but what I basically been saying is that I believe that because I've heard nothing but praise about Pierce Brosnan's performance as Dr.
Of course, Pierce Brosnan is the actor that's going to carry that movie. It's not the Rock.
And it's like, and when I saw that, it made me actually wanted to go see the movie because it was like, wow, I foresaw it, and the fact that that's when I do see a lot of these great scores, it's like it's because of everybody else that's in the movie, not necessarily because of The Rock and Black Adam. So
For sure.
Was
he? Did he speak another language in that when it says your magic is weak? Because it was in gold subtitles. Like, was that a different language?
That was him being The Rock. He just had I want to say like a voice after waking up type voice. Like it wasn't him trying to speak in an African dialect and like that. No, that was not it at all. So yeah.
But so that's the low light already. That's already dropping from 5 stars to 4 stars. So everybody else can pick it up. Then it will. Yeah, I'm definitely going to see it though.
Okay. I'm at this point where I can't. I'm not gonna go see that thing till it's on HBO Max or whatever it's gonna be on. Because I after seeing it, I was for The Rock. I was for The Rock, and after seeing him just being The Rock dressed up, I can't support that. I'm sorry. And because he's the star of the movie, he's gonna get all the praise. I ain't supporting it. So I'll see it, but I'm not gonna see it when it come out.
I'm not, bro. I'm not finna make you go watch that. I
I,
told you.
I'm going. I'll take whatever spoilers and everything. We can still talk about it, but I'm not going. I mean, he spoiled it already.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. We
so
didn't
like,
talk about it.
I
I think
don't care
he
about
showed too much in that trailer, but it's the last trailer before the movie comes out, so we'll see. I'm definitely gonna see it because I need to like get out the house more often. So that's a good excuse.
when. Yeah, um, I'm getting out the house more than enough now. That ain't one thing I'm trying to spend my little money on. Okay, no, I'm straight. I'm straight. Uh, so yeah, that's that. Whatever. All right. Last week we talked about the Bulls and everything, but I wanted to talk just about the NBA in general. Just just to cover our bases. Did you have any thoughts of any anything any other team doing? Like obviously the last big news is that Golden State re-signed both Poole and Wiggins to
Yeah,
contracts. So
yeah.
they're gonna keep that team intact for at least the next few
They definitely not worried about the luxury tax.
years. So you have any thoughts?
No, my only concern is the Bulls and
fair
I guess
enough.
at this point Lonzo Ball and when he'll be 100%, if he'll ever be 100%. But if he can come back 95%, that's great. But it looks like Goran Dragic is going to be more than serviceable just because he still has his speed, his core vision. Again, defense is not there. I mean, I don't really know. I think you're going to get there from Caruso. Maybe Io can get physical if he. I mean, he put on some weight, so yeah. I'm really not concerned about. I see Donovan Mitchell over there in Cleveland, but I'm not too sure that they're going to just like dominate like that. I think they got a jail. I don't know who the point guard is over there. Mobley is Mobley. He's going to become the face of the franchise over there. But I'm not really not concerned about Cleveland, Indiana. You mentioned like um, you mentioned how Miami is like kind of like in the overrated range right about now. I'm coming to agree with you on that too. So this at least our division we can still take it up. We can still have it. And if we're looking at like what Milwaukee maybe, I think we can still be top 10. So
Yeah, yeah. I like if I'm being honest, I when it comes to the Milwaukee Bucks, and I've honestly always felt this way. It's all dependent on Giannis and how he take control of the game. If he
yeah.
dominate, I mean he's gonna be hard to beat for any team. But
I mean, yeah, you gonna. I mean, I think we should just let him do what he gonna do,
and that is right,
and
play him like
anybody else.
y'all played Kobe. Like just
Yeah,
let him go off and just guard
yeah,
the rest of them
yeah,
because they can't guard everybody that we got.
yeah.
So it's like
That's for sure.
pick your poison when it comes to that. Like I said, when it comes to like I I've seen Boston and it's like I'm not afraid of them.
There's a threat, but again, there's nobody to fear except somebody on the West Coast on the Western Conference.
And I'm not necessarily scared of them. Like I just think we stack up night and the additions we made in this off season were like I
Yeah,
said, like I mean, like it's just been great. So we got some depth at center.
hmm
Like the
hmm
Tristan Thompson thing didn't work last year,
at
but
all, bro. What's
I don't know.
what?
I was expecting him to have the effect that oh man, what's his name? Well, who we just pick up?
Drummond?
Drummond. Yeah, like I was expecting him to have a similar effect to Drummond as far as rebounding go, but he didn't have that effect. So
He didn't have any effect. And I'm trying to figure out what's Tristan Thompson's deal? Is he just in the NBA to
I
get the
guess
Kardashians, just to get females? Because I don't understand like what he think he doing out here. Like who does he think he is?
I don't know, but it's the reason why he getting
That
paid
was
around like right now.
that was a hard right. Like you
like the Bulls.
Bro, that was a waste. That was a waste, bro. That was a waste.
Yeah, the Bulls took a shot because he was available, and I was for them taking that shot, but
right, because I thought he was gonna do something. He don't like.
He didn't do anything.
When you know he's the example of like why the big man is like not like on their way out the league. Like, because this dude is like big trash, bro. But I'm glad Drummond is an upgrade because he was actually like the face of the Detroit Pistons for a good while, and he's only 28 years old.
Yeah.
So, and according to the preseason, he's looking more than serviceable.
He needs to stop shooting threes. I love that he was making them, but I need that big guy to get down there and bang. I understand it was preseason. He was chilling.
Yeah.
Go hard, but I don't want him to get encouraged because we got Vooch already shoot too many of them already.
Two threes, yeah.
We don't need another big man do it. I'm glad he can, but like, because if we was gonna go for something like that, we might as well have went out west and grabbed. I had their names and then I'll be missing them. Cousins. We might as well have got Cousins. I've been preaching for Cousins for years too, by the way.
Yeah.
And like after Golden State let him go, I don't know if he's still on Denver or not, but anyway, if you was gonna get a big man, you should have went and got Cousins, but whatever. I don't see why you couldn't have him and Drummond on the team, but whatever. Hey, the more depth, the better. Just saying.
I don't know, but I think Donovan would have handled him well.
I think so.
Yeah, I think Coach Donovan, that's a lifetimer, man. Sign him to a lifetime contract.
Yeah, I think he got the respect in the league that he can. But yeah. So
yeah. Did you see any? Oh, shoot, I gotta start screen sharing too.
I got you. You should be able to. I actually got a topic just for you too. I need some advice because my lovely wife called me out last night and it gave me an idea.
What you talking about? Come on with it. We'll do that later.
She you said what? She at work now. If that's what you asking, but she called me out.
No. I'm saying, yeah. What was the call off about?
Cause she was watching some new anime, and I was watching it, like trying to understand it, and I couldn't tell you. Basically, what I could it was interesting though, but basically what I was the point I was trying to make was that the animes that I watch and know, My Hero, Dragon Ball, One Piece, I don't have to watch the beginning to understand what's going on. Like you could drop me in the middle and I could pretty much figure out, okay, Luffy searching for the One Piece, Goku they just picking fights.
Just a fighting show. Yeah.
And then My Hero is this kid trying to learn this power that he's, so you get the basis of what the anime is about. This one, it was like I couldn't understand why they were doing what they were doing.
But you know name. What's his?
Bro, I don't know.
So what she call you out on?
So what she called me out on is basically was saying, you a man. You supposed to like anime. I'm the woman. I'm not like. So she's like, but if you watch the first episode, you will understand. And I was just like, okay. So since you came at me like that, because I don't like all anime, I only like the ones that I like the ones that got good action or comedy and make sense though. I don't like watching this old crazy, especially all the homophobic stuff like that be going on. Right. There's a lot of crazy stuff out there.
Right.
So I was going the way I labeled the topic is Carice's anime lover's guide. Like what should I watch from a recommendation standpoint because I know you're an anime lover.
If you like action and comedy,
but it don't have to be that. It could just be what you think is like you if you as an like what you think should be people watch. Period.
Okay.
Preferences or not. Like it's like what should they watch?
What I'm gonna just shoot. I'm a must see animes. Well, at least my list of must see animes. My Hero Academia.
Okay.
Attack on Titan.
Okay. That one I like.
There's one called Fire Force.
Okay.
There's one called there's Demon Slayer.
That's a good one. That's definitely a good one.
So I'm gonna mention Hunter x Hunter, but I'm gonna let you know that it starts slow.
And
if you just stick with it, it's gonna reward. it's gonna reward you with some stuff. There's now these are the action joints. Now there was some that is more not as much action, but it's more story driven.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be My Life as a Slime. That would be Overlord.
Okay.
That would be and this is an old one, and I don't even know how to pronounce it correctly, but it's Gurren Lagann, Gurren, something like that. That's an oldie, but it was a good one. But it's a goodie. It still holds up. Shoot. Another one is a Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron Blooded Orphans.
Now I know
you ain't seen that one. That's the story-driven one. You probably was thinking I'm finna say Mobile Suit Gundam. Is it G?
I don't know. Whichever one that came on Toonami is the one I watched. I didn't know it was a subtitle to it.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of Mobile Suit Gundam. Iron Blooded Orphan was story-driven, but it got action in it. It's of a more serious tone.
I watched that I purely watched that off the fact that it was cartoon Power Rangers to me. Like that's what it was, and so. But
that probably was
at that point in time, I didn't know the term anime. I was just watching it for
sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna butcher this. But she responded, and the name is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
You gotta watch that too.
No, I've been watching it. I just don't. Once again, it got a lot of action. These teenagers it got powers. I don't know where the powers coming from or why they fighting each other. Like I don't know the purpose of it, but
what she say? Is it Juju?
Jujuts.
So that's the So that's the new one. That's based off of their powers come from is it sorcery? Is it it's shoot. What is crap? I mentioned that. It's like some type of because they be fighting. It's not sorcery. It's
I don't want. I want to say they fight demons, but
I'm trying to like the I guess the power.
And I forgot the term that they call it, but I was just watching it and I was like, man, this is
Yeah, no, but no, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's
I know
another
it's
one,
good,
but it's
but it's just I don't understand why they're doing what they're doing. like,
also the high school boy, he got caught up in the middle of mess. He got caught up in the middle of this sorcery thing where um he swallowed one of the demon's fingers. I think he got like, I guess it's 10 fingers or 5 fingers. And now the demon is inside of him. And now the demon wants him to collect the other fingers so that he can be fully powered. But other people want the fingers as well. So that's pretty much that
Okay.
first. Yeah.
all right. I mean, it's crazy, but it makes sense. Like now,
Yeah. But there's another one that's only one season, and it's called God of High School.
okay. Now, one you did mention that I love watching that she watches all the time is Assassination Classroom.
Oh yeah.
That is dope. And that's another one that I didn't watch from the beginning, but so I don't understand why the person that's teaching these kids tried to kill them. I don't know why he's doing it, but
Yeah.
ride because it's a good show, and every time they introduce a new classmate or something, I'm glued to it. So
Or a new tag, a new attempt to kill him.
yeah.
I just didn't like the end. I think I wanted the ending to be better. I think I wanted a happy ending. But that's all I'm gonna say about that because I don't think you finished it right.
I don't think I did either. No.
Yeah, but yeah, I did see Assassination Classroom, but I don't know if that was like a must see though. But I'm glad you enjoyed it though, because I enjoyed it. But I don't know if it's like must see. I know for sure the stuff that I mentioned is must see. But Assassination Classroom, it was good. It was good to me, but I don't know if that everybody else is gonna like it. Especially if we all like most men likes the action packed stuff, and it wasn't really action packed. That was more like psychological, story driven.
Yeah.
What are they going to do next? Type stuff. And so that was, but it was cool. It was dope for me. Um,
It's one that I definitely don't know the name of, but it's basically a cooking anime.
yeah. See, I don't watch those.
But it's so good because it's so funny. It's
I
like
I, I agree. I'm pretty sure it is, but I don't watch it.
yeah,
The cooking shows or the sports shows I don't watch.
yeah. Because I tried. It was a boxing one that had a brother in it, and
Uh-huh.
kind of looked like Afro Thunder. And I watched one episode of that, and I just was like, nope, not for me,
Yeah.
because it wasn't what I expected it to be.
Baki is a little bit more um little bit better than that Megalo, because that was Megalo something, right?
Yeah,
Megalo box or something like that. Yeah. I think Baki is a little bit better than that.
okay,
But I
yeah,
didn't even finish Baki. Um,
yeah. And she watches some. She watches some crap with it's a good show. I'm not gonna lie. It's funny because that's the reason why it's good, but it's something about some girl being a time or dressing as acting like a boy to pay off her student debt because she broke something. I forgot the name of it. But
yeah, I don't know. That sounds interesting.
it's a romantic like anime, but it's funny.
Oh, okay,
And I'm just was like, so and I know anime is come in all categories now.
for
So I
sure,
cooking one,
for
I
sure.
romantic one.
Yeah,
So it's like I know they come in all. It is so funny because a lot of when it comes to the English side of it, they share a lot of the same actors. So when I be listening
yeah,
to it, I'm like, oh, they go Piccolo, they go.
yeah. For sure, they not really diverse with those voice actors. They
They
all
not
do
diverse
the
at
same
all.
shows. Yeah.
But just I was just like, man, I wonder if there's anything else that I just don't know about. So that's why I thought of the topic because I'm like, I definitely am not an anime Wiz by any stretch of imagination.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. Okay.
Tokyo Ghoul. Not now. There's another one that said Tokyo Ghoul. :RE. I ain't talking about that one. I'm just talking about the one that just say Tokyo Ghoul. That's a pretty good one too. Got some action in it, but it's more story based. And the main character get put through some stuff that's like, yo, this is crazy. So that's another one I would recommend too.
Yeah, see, I'm all for those types, especially if they got you rooting, because I'm at the point now with Dragon Ball where I've always been a fan of Prince Vegeta. I've always been a fan. But now I'm
So did you see
where I'm just ready for him to take over.
Did you see the fan made version on YouTube?
I seen with Goku dying. I seen that one. But
nah. I'm talking about the one they redid everything, and Broly shows up at one of the martial arts tournaments.
Yes. It is like
they need to do something. They need to do something with that.
They need to do I don't know who made that, but they need to hire that person and have him just make movies or something. Like he don't even just straight side stories. Like I don't even want
because they gave mad respect to Vegeta. I'm like, yo, this is good. I like this version of Vegeta. He's going to collect, going to find all of the remaining Saiyans for this war. I'm assuming with Frieza. I'm like, that's a good take on that. That's a very good take on that.
Yeah, it's just so much potential with that. The thing that I liked about the Super series, and
you like something from the Super series?
Huh? Well,
you like something from the Super series?
Well, I like the movies from the Super series, and of course, a couple of the movies are actual episodes now in the Super series. But
right.
I haven't seen the newest one yet, but I've seen your praise of it, and well, I've seen your I think you. They call
Gohan's new form transformation beast mode or something like that. But I'm going to call it like murderous intent. Because if Goku has, what's that, instinct of what?
Ultra Instinct, yeah.
Ultra Instinct. This version, because Gohan looks like a straight villain.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, this ain't beast mode. This nigga has murderous.
Yeah.
This murderous intent. Because he looked like a straight villain. And but that's all I'm gonna say about that movie. It was a good movie.
Then Piccolo had a new form in it. Mm-hmm. But see, the thing that makes it, going back to the original movie with Super Saiyan God, is it raises everybody's stakes, because the way I interpret it is that each race in the universe has a god. So the Saiyans had a god, and it can obtain that form. So in essence, you can have a human obtain god form and become just as strong.
God, Earth.
You know, so it basically levels the playing field. So I don't know if that's
Gohan is half Saiyan, so that mold is really just a Saiyan mode. So we haven't really seen like a Krillin. I don't think it's going to show through Krillin. Krillin's a very male kid.
I assume that this new form Piccolo was taking was a kind of a Namek god mode or something. So I haven't watched the movie, so I was like, and for whatever reason, now maybe they have, because I haven't gotten that far, but they haven't they talked about Ooh, but they ain't reintroduced Ooh into the
series. They haven't, right.
So I don't know what he up to, so it's
and Oob is GT, right?
Yes, Oob was GT, but he was
'Cause
mentioned.
I don't think they made GT canon though. The only thing they made canon was Broly, and Broly wasn't GT. Broly was just movies.
Broly was movies from the Z Saga, so
Yeah, from the Z Saga. So I don't even know if they even gonna touch, and I don't even know why they hating on GT so much, especially with the way they doing Super, because GT is better than Super. I would have made GT canon before I made Super canon because I just don't respect how it's all about. Goku's great, but it's like every instance is Goku.
if you want to be fair, every Dragon Ball was all about Goku. Dragon Ball Z was all about Goku. Like it's always,
But
always.
yeah.
Like,
Kind of like
when they teased you with Gohan, it always came back to Goku. When they teased you with Gotenks and Trunks and
Gotenks, Trunks, yeah.
like they was passing the torch, it always came back to Goku. So it was like
That's
whenever
not, but that's
whenever they gave you offsprings and new relationships, and like the only one that always bothered me was pretty much how they did Vegeta, because it was like I honestly thought that, especially after the Android saga, I just thought Vegeta was going to eventually be like, all right, I'm tired of this. But
especially if Vegeta is smarter than Goku. Like,
because he's definitely smarter battle wise than Goku. Like
yeah, so it's like
battle tactics.
even if Goku is stronger, Vegeta should be able to take him just from his experience in battle and just
Not
his
only that,
ability to adapt intellectually in battle. It's like,
you remember like when Whis first took Vegeta, he had Vegeta for months. So
yeah,
technically he was supposed to have surpassed Goku.
yeah.
And then it was like, oh no, they Goku just caught up. And it was like that was your point.
That's the same thing. Yeah.
That was the point in time where I was like, yes, just give it to, because to me, I think Vegeta would be a way more interesting, what is it, antagonist, protect, whatever you want to call it. He'd be way more interesting at this point in time because you know what you're getting out of Goku.
Yeah.
Goku not gonna change. But Vegeta is changing and evolving. So I think he would be a way more character to center your stories around than Goku at this point. Yeah. But so I'm kind of excited that this, because I heard like, man, it's like you say, it's a Gohan's fanboy movie.
Yeah, so it's a Gohan and Piccolo. It's definitely for the fans of Gohan and Piccolo.
And so if they're doing that, I'm hoping that we'll get a Vegeta center one, because that's what I want. I want to dwell into that character a lot more, because he's grown. He's went through a lot, grown, and
development wise, it's like he's having babies, but like he hasn't like changed much. He just want to fight everybody, and that's really. Yeah. If that's the case, like he should be able to meet his match, and I think that's what they should have did with Jiren.
Yeah.
Like, bro, they should have met his match and not be able to surpass this guy, and like always have something to reach for. Because right. Like, no, you just can't beat Jiren. And that's what I thought.
But you know, to be respectful to the past, if you go back, that's what they did do with Goku. Yeah. Goku took a lot of L's with Piccolo and Vegeta, and it's like he just don't take L's no more. His L's are
that's the problem.
Decisions, and it's just like he don't get beat down no more. No. Like it is like it's crazy. Like
or at least like have while Vegeta was struggling with the other guy that became the god of destruction during the tournament, you should have like that should have clicked, that should have like unlocked SS3 for Vegeta.
yeah,
Because this dude just became a god mid tournament, and like his level is like, so push come to shove, okay, this gonna knock me, especially if him Beerus slapping Bulma ain't gonna turn you into Super Saiyan 3. This should have, because your universe is on the line. But I don't know. I'm like, bro, he slapped the taste out of Bulma's mouth. Like, he ain't go Super Saiyan 3 right now.
you know what? I'm gonna be totally honest. I think that I think he's capable of doing it. He just ain't never did it because he's.
I mean, they all are. Well, because Super Saiyan 3, you gotta have some type of malicious something.
Yeah. Like because
Just intended to say, like, and I'm pretty sure Vegeta still.
And that's what I'm saying. And I guess it's curious. I guess the curiousness, and that's why I think a Vegeta movie would be good, because I honestly think he don't trust himself in that form.
See, so we gotta reboot all of Dragon Ball Z all over again, because what are you talking about? Vegeta don't trust himself?
And that's what I'm saying. Because why
we gotta scrap Super, because what are we talking about here? The Prince of Saiyans?
I'm just saying, because Super Saiyan 3, like you say, has malicious intent. What did we learn? Well, at least what I took from him being Majin Vegeta is that he was he wanted that to, so he could express himself, like not give a damn anymore, basically. And because he was in full control, he wasn't under Bibbity's spell.
Yeah.
So what my assumption is from that experience and seeing Goku as Super Saiyan 3 and understanding because again, his son reached it, so he understands what's capable of getting there. It's a reason why he's not turning it.
That's called bad writing, because they didn't forget who this guy was, and I don't really understand. Like, I mean, like if according to their lore, Vegeta, Saiyans on their last almost dying. If you grow in power from almost dying per se. Okay, well, so we say almost dying at the brink of death. If you would survive, so Goku didn't die so many times. Vegeta was died a few times, but there was a lot more times Vegeta was at the brink of death than Goku was. So
you're absolutely right. And to the point where, and I mean, especially in Super, like so many times they didn't caught L's and then just took a sensu bean and popped right back up, and they didn't think So it's a lot. Again,
they got scrap it.
I wish they would have just let it die, but
yes.
When they brought up the concept, I was hopeful that this meant that they were going to expand past the Saiyans and let some other people eat. But it seems like that ain't the case for now. But I don't know how they plan on keeping this thing going. So
because it was, man, that Super was so disappointing to me, bro. Because I'm like, you're introduced to the assassin dude hit, and he kills Goku, but at the end it was just a ploy. I'm like, come on, bro, come on. If you're gonna kill Goku, kill him. It ain't like he never died before. Kill a nigga, because the word on the street, the rumor was they was gonna Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball or no. What was it? Was it? I think it was somewhere in. I think the Dragon Ball Z should have ended with the Cell saga.
Yeah, I heard that.
It wasn't supposed to be a Buu saga. but it was supposed to have ended with Gohan becoming the protector of Earth.
Right.
So I guess at the end of the Cell Saga, Gohan is the protector of Earth now. So the Buu Saga and forward is Gohan.
Yeah, everything that actually happened in the Buu Saga is stuff that's been rewritten because Gohan,
Right.
Gohan was supposed to have a relationship with Goku that's similar to how Goku and King Kai was. How
Right.
King Kai would telepathically communicate.
Yeah. Well, that scene with the Kamehameha with Gohan, with Goku being spiritually behind him. Yeah. So it's like, okay, so cool, push Gohan in the forefront for all of this. I don't understand. Like, maybe the demand for Goku was so much that you had to address it. But like, that's not every person. Like, because I would have understood.
I honestly
wanted to go forward with Gohan.
And not only that, I found it interesting that Goku was fighting other dead folks. You could have stayed story.
That's a whole other story.
It's like it kept everything with Goku. I don't know what changed, but when they did Majin Buu the way they did Majin Buu, it was crazy because it was like y'all basically after it was so peaceful that Gohan just stopped fighting.
Just stop fighting. Yeah.
Like that, and that's just what it was. Like it's crazy. And then to come, the only reason why it really pissed me off is because of Gotenks. Because how you have another baby in the midst of this cell, like it made sense. Y'all had the little family time. Apparently, that's where you conceived the child. And then Trunks is already born. So the thing is to me, it's like Chi-Chi trains him to the point where he and here's the thing that gets me. You have no knowledge of the fact that your brother is Super Saiyan? Like, ain't you supposed to sense these type of
power levels? Yeah. So Gotenks just out the womb can hide his power level. No. You brought up something great because the way they wrote Chi-Chi, Dragon Ball Z, and forward is like, bruh, you know who you lay down with. Exactly. One. And you know there's always a villain around the corner, bruh. And you know martial arts. What's up with you? Why you being this passive aggressive, Gigi?
And like a straight 180, like with no back. Like
martial arts tournaments, you was there. You was getting down.
Legit one of the strongest fighters in the universe. Like, I don't get it. You was the son of the legendary Ox King.
Daughter.
The daughter of the legendary Ox King that was one of the strongest fighters in the world. Now we're pretty much in that same category, and you just fell in love with this dude.
And why don't we explore who the Ox King was and kind of like make that help us understand how Gohan is so stronger than Goku, who was a pure Saiyan.
Yeah.
And this guy is half Saiyan. Well, he's half Saiyan, half whatever planet or universe the Ox King is from, because this dude right now is the gatekeeper between heaven and hell. What are we talking about here? Who is this dude?
Yeah, absolutely right.
We gotta explore this. And so that makes Chi-Chi like the second strongest human being in the world.
If she's human. Because what we understand that now they could be whatever the Kais are. Like it
could be if we ever explore it. That was Dragon Ball though. So we don't even touch Dragon Ball no more.
Yeah.
Except the Red Ribbon Army is from Dragon Ball. They carried over to Z, and now they in the latest movie. But that's the only thing that carries over from Dragon Ball, because Tien ain't nothing no more. He was a villain in Dragon Ball.
He definitely ain't human. So it's like and we get that because if you go back to Dragon Ball, and here's another thing, since we on this topic, because if you go back to the tournaments of Dragon Ball,
Right.
there's literally creatures fighting in
Right. Right.
So we know that this world isn't a human only world, like a human only. So why?
Yeah, even in during the cell, when the androids was there, there was those people in those cities where there was fox people and all that. And you get the cat that talk. Yeah.
World, right? So so why are these people? Because it's been hinted at and seen. Like when Krillin flies away, all of a sudden, these people are so shocked that this stuff is happening. Like, do they not live in this world and understand what's going on?
I don't know. But that's what I like about that fan-made movie though, because it put Chi-Chi in a more prominent role. Because like Goku shouldn't have snapped when Krillin got killed. He should have, but that shouldn't have been a tipping point. The tipping point should have been Chi-Chi getting hurt.
The only reason why that I understood that is because Goku really did not understand his love for Chi-Chi. And if you want,
he know how to lay down.
My proof in that is Super, because when Vegeta explained to him why he liked Bulma so much, it like a light went on in Goku head. Like, oh, that explains why I like Chi-Chi so much. So I really think that Goku, when it comes to the companionship with Krillin, that's the reason why that was his trigger. I think he still don't understand what being a father and husband is, and he just do whatever Chi-Chi tell him to do.
I would love to explore.
I would love to explore.
What style was Chi-Chi using in Dragon Ball? What's fighting style? I would love for them to explore that.
I mean, she definitely was, man. And the thing is, she did not train under Master Roshi. She strictly trained under the Ox King.
Yeah, so, she trained under her dad. Yeah,
the Ox King trained under Master Roshi, so theoretically, she knows everything that
Roshi told her. Yeah. And then they're gonna write her as a housewife that don't know nothing. That's books over like what happened? What happened that you just books? Why are we books when the threat of the world is always around the corner?
And not only that, they royalty. Why are they so poor? I still don't understand. They choose to be poor when they were royalty. Like Ox King wasn't a name. Like he was a king. He had a whole castle. Like with gold.
And she was like she had. Yeah. She was armored up but when she was younger, she was armored up, helmet and all that stuff, like weaponry and stuff like that. I don't know. What? And they made Videl in the same vein initially. Initially, she was a fighter, and then Dragon Ball Z was coming around. She's lighter skinned, because in Dragon Ball Z she was of a brownish hue. Then Super comes on, she's just full-fledged white woman. Passive white woman. I'm like, no, they ain't doing my Videl like that. They just didn't do what they did to Videl, what they did to Chi-Chi all over again. Really, bro?
Yeah. I mean,
shoot. I mean, Chi-Chi could have trained Videl and like, anyway.
And I mean, it's crazy. And it's like these people, not only were they, it's just certain stuff, like the fact that Videl could fly, but Chi-Chi can't. The fact that Bulma...
What happened, bro? Nah. What happened to Chi-Chi when she is like, she threw away fighting? What happened? How you throw away fighting and your husband like...
likes to fight, loves to fight.
How did you throw away fighting? How do you throw away fighting as many times as your husband's died and left you? Like, don't you want to like
go on eventually? Like,
I don't know. I'm sorry. We got on a Chi-Chi tangent. I don't know.
It's truly remarkable. This you want to pick a house in the woods to settle down with a guy that wants to go on adventures.
And
Think
fight.
about it. And then my whole thing is why they gotta mask who they are. Like you want
to get a job.
You think about it. You want him to get a job, become a farmer, whatever this lifestyle you want him to live. When he can do exactly what Hercule Satan is doing, fighting people, winning money, and be rich. He could literally do what he wants to do and make money.
Get paid to do it.
But y'all won't let him do it.
But wait. There's a threat every year of somebody wants to come and destroy the world. Chi-Chi, like, where were you when Cell invaded the news stations and was like, yo,
she was watching on
right, exactly.
And all this stuff happened. And the only thing she was worried about.
And you still worried about was books? That's bad writing, bro. That's bad writing. That's not even Chi-Chi fault. That's bad writing. That's bad character development, dog. Like, I can see you like pushing away the Earthlings or whatever, and I can see you making Krillin somehow the strongest Earthling. Or that's a bad representation to me personally. I'm like, no, you know what? That's whack. Y'all chose Krillin to be the strongest. That's trash to me. But they not even exploring who could be actually the strongest human. It's all alien stuff. But to me, that's not even more embarrassing. That's not even more. I'm trying to figure out what happened to Chi-Chi. That's more important to me than like who's the strongest Earthling. Like, bro, what y'all do to Chi-Chi? Why?
The same. Like, if you want to just keep going on a tangent, I could go on a tangent on Piccolo alone too, because Piccolo literally has none of the barriers that any of these other people have.
Right.
He's an alien, just like Frieza, just like he and all he does is train. That's literally all he do.
All he does is meditate.
Well,
he meditate more than he trains Goku more than he trains Gohan. Then he trains. Then everything else is like meditation. But when I saw Jiren, all Jiren was doing was meditating too. So I'm like, okay, so maybe Piccolo's doing something right, because that nigga during the whole tournament, mostly he was just meditating while everybody else was fighting. I'm like, okay, this nigga cold. Yeah. Until you like knock him out of his meditation, then it's on. But like, okay, so I guess those type of aliens get stronger just by meditating. That's cool. So Piccolo just got to meditate more. But I don't know.
That's all he do. So why I just don't understand why. Okay, I understand. See, at first I thought the Super Saiyan was like a extra level, and now that I know that it's just a power boost to whatever their actual fighting level is, I don't understand why Piccolo is so below it now.
I think that I'm convinced that is just bad writing, and the writing is just to make Goku just great at everything. Because I'm thinking of during the Cell saga, Piccolo stood toe to toe. I think especially when he merged with Kami, and then he came back and fought Cell in his first stage. He handled him. Handled him, but the writing is like.
But then like going back to my favorite Vegeta, like Goku mostly trained on Kai's world. That's 15 times gravity. Vegeta was training at 300 times gravity.
Yeah.
Why? It don't make sense. It don't make sense that he's not reaching higher levels when he's training harder, doing. Like we know he's not smarter than Goku.
But I'm reminded of the idiot when he was. I think he was stronger than Cell's second version.
Yes.
The muscle bound version, but he got pride. He got pride for saying, yeah, go go suck up 18 and then come face me. And that's pride in the wrong form or whatever.
He's not that Vegeta no more.
Yeah.
Not Vegeta no more. So to come back, like, because when he fought Frieza in Super, he didn't do the same. He just, I guess he was fighting him in a way of making him suffer because he made him suffer. It just was like, forgot the fact that Frieza was just capable of blowing up the world. So that was his fault, but I understood why he did that fight that way.
Frieza's a different. The relationship between Vegeta and Frieza is different.
Exactly.
That's history there.
It was
so it's like, so I understand him like losing his composure with Frieza because like this is your enslaver. Yeah. This is the dude that destroyed your world and all of that. Like this is a totally different relationship. So yeah, I totally vouch. I totally understand him wanting to like take his time with his food or whatever. Right. But I still think it's writing, bro. It's like I think the writing, everything was geared towards making Gohan larger than life, and just like Triple H, like that just doesn't resonate well with everybody. Like Triple H wanted to be larger than life, flawless, showed no flaws, look just seemed to be like undefeatable or whatever. It's like, okay, but that's like hindering people resonating with you, man, and losing fans that way. Like Stone Cold, drink beers, beating people up, getting fired. People resonate with that stuff. Like, but you, Triple H, you got in your contract never to be shown weak. That sounds good on paper, but like that's a cop out, bro.
That part, but it didn't make sense for that character. Like it made sense for the Goldbergs, the Brock Lesnar's to be perceived that way.
For a certain amount of time, because Goldberg is starting to lose me now. But even in some cases, bro, it's okay to lose to Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
It's okay. Look at him. Look at him. Yes, it makes sense if you beat up everybody else in your wake until you come up to big sexy. Yes, it's cool.
Braun Strowman. Yes, it makes sense.
Yes, it's okay. It's fine. You still Goldberg.
All right.
You still Goldberg. Like no undefeated. Undertaker undefeated in 21 WrestleMania. It's Undertaker.
And and whether they intended to or not, it made sense for that character. Why they don't do it for Bray Wyatt, I don't know.
Because who else can do it?
Why they didn't do it for Kane, I don't know. Like, y'all literally built up characters to take this mantle and do
this mantle. Yeah.
And y'all made them so bad.
You let this man. You made this man wrestle till he was like, because those last few matches with Undertaker, I'm like, bro, he is too old.
Yeah.
He looks like Jesus Christ. He should have retired like 10 years ago.
Yeah. But
I'm like, bro, this is not good.
One day a year thing just was too good. I guess the money was too good to pass up.
Nah, I don't think it was money. I think it was Vince. Vince just didn't want to let go.
Funny, this is a nice segue because my next topic was actually the return of Bray Wyatt.
Let me take a bathroom break.
All right, so we're gonna take a break and come right back with that topic. All right, we back, and I just want to know have you seen the Bray Wyatt return yet?
Oh yeah, at the end of Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
And I'm talking about the SmackDown SmackDown return.
Oh, his promo.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I was kind of shocked by it. I'm not gonna lie. I was really shocked by it.
I'm pretty sure Bray was shocked about his release too. Would you why release him, Vince? Because you're the one that screwed up the Fiend gimmick. That was you.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you fire him for a mistake that you made?
Here's the better question, and I don't know if we'll get the answer to it anytime soon, but was that something that Bray wanted to do?
We'll do what?
The Fiend gimmick, because he had an opportunity to come back as the Fiend.
When after the match that Randy Orton set him on fire?
Yeah.
Then he got buried in?
Yeah.
He got buried twice as the Fiend.
But again, is that because that's what he wanted, or is that because the thing that I find the only reason why I said that is because I guess he's going to a mixture of both the Fiend and the original Bray Wyatt with this gimmick, even though I don't recall him ever wearing the bunny mask as Bray Wyatt. Just it was always the guy, that was behind him or whatever. But the fact that he came out with that mask on, took it off, but was like old school Bray, I guess he was playing homage to the Fiend in some sort of, even though they showed the Fiend in the promo. But I don't know. I really feel like Triple H is giving, especially with him, I really felt like if he was coming back on his terms. And so I just find it interesting that he came back like that versus what, like, that's why I say
I don't think he could have came back as the Fiend because they buried him too many times. He lost to Goldberg, he lost to Seth Rollins, and he lost to Randy Orton.
Yeah, but Bray Wyatt
because Vince can't see fat Bray Wyatt winning against his top guys.
But he
couldn't fathom a world where Bray Wyatt in this gimmick, this goofy gimmick, winning against Seth Rollins, who's a top guy, beating Goldberg, who's an immortal, and beating Randy Orton, who's old, but he's a top guy. It's like if Vince can't envision it making sense, he ain't gonna. I don't think he really likes Bray like that. Look how long it took for him to win a championship. Even after all the heat, the push that he was, the fans, we love Bray.
Yeah, Bray.
We love Bray.
To me, the match that solidified him was the match against the Undertaker at WrestleMania. So speaking about it, like even though he lost that match to Undertaker, he brought Undertaker back because Undertaker was it Brock Lesnar or it was Brock Lesnar that he lost. He brought him back just to lose to him, but the loss to me signified the passing of the torch because I honestly thought that was going to be it, but apparently Vince saw that as an opportunity to push Roman, so Roman ended up beating Taker.
Not Bray. Bray's not in shape. Roman's in shape. Roman has the look. Bray was just he not. He don't see Bray as the next Undertaker. He don't see the creativity. Keith Lee didn't make sense to this is supposed to be about Bray Wyatt. So so I was hyped. I was hyped for it when I saw it at the end of the Extreme Rules pay-per-view was okay. I think the females are not ready for Extreme Rules matches.
No.
Because it's too painful. I don't think they're ready for that type of to absorb that amount of pain. I don't think none of them are ready for that. And it showed.
Fair enough. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying that.
Bailey's great. Bianca's great. Bailey's squad is great, but I just think they just not ready for that type of
Yeah.
that type of nah. But besides that, the guys carried it, and it was pretty good. Some matches was pretty good. I enjoyed it. But that ending, it was perfect, dude. It was like I felt like the fans forced him to show up earlier than he anticipated. This is just me in my head. I felt like I think he wanted to wait to build some more, but I think the demand for him was just too much. He just couldn't ignore it anymore, so he had to like, all right, now was the time. I think he wanted to wait a little bit more because I seen there was still talks about whether he was coming back or was he going to AEW. He was still tweeting stuff about some other stuff. He changed his name.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was what was it? He went like to, was it Road? I wish I could find the tweet, but I think he changed his name on Twitter to like Rodham or Rodham or something like that. Something about the Wyatt Six. So it's like he was still figuring out what his next gimmick was going to be, but I think the demand for him was too much, and I think Triple H made that call. And I agree with what you said. He came back on his terms, and I think Bray Wyatt, with total creative control over his person, is perfect. It's not for everybody, but I think for Bray Wyatt having total creative control over his brand is perfect for him. And I'm interested to see what it is because it does seem like a mixture of the Fiend mixed with the Eater of Worlds gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
Interested to see what's going to be his promo on SmackDown. It was dope. I think he had trouble getting it all out.
Yeah,
because it was emotional for him and all that stuff. But the message at the end was interesting. I'm interested because I don't really know what the gimmick is. I'm really interested because I think to this point it should have still been the Fiend. I don't think he shouldn't be in this position where he has to come back and kind of like reinvent himself again. I think it should have still been the Fiend. I don't know how that was going to fit in this world with Roman being who he is now, but it would have been interesting to see. But now that he's back, we'll see. We'll see how I listen. I trust Triple H, man.
and
I trust Triple H, dog, as creative leader in this stuff.
I mean,
Listen, bro. I'm with it, bro.
hey,
Have you heard, huh? AEW is.
And who's to say that Braun can't recreate this Wyatt family? He still got members out here that can. I don't know where the other guys at. I don't know if he's still under. I think he was with TNA, but the other one that was not Luke.
Eric Rowan.
Yeah, Eric Rowan. Unless
I don't know.
I don't know if I know he was a free agent because he was everywhere, but I don't know if he like signed with somebody. And then we seen Braun come back a couple.
Braun's back. Braun came back before Bray did. Yeah.
So it's like it's definitely feasible.
As long as they don't mess with as long as they don't bring Alexa Bliss involved, nah, I'm good on Alexa Bliss.
I think they need to take this opportunity to kill her character off.
For sure, please.
Her reinvent herself. Give him the give him the graces of killing that character off. Because if that's something, because that's all I'm saying. If that's something that he didn't want to do from the jump street, that was like a Vince idea that he just made great. Because I honestly think he didn't want that family to be broken up. It was it was obviously a move made for him to be a solo wrestler. I don't think he want. And then I'm reading between the lines here.
I'll throw. Go ahead.
Because how you do that to Bray? Because you lost Luke Harper and Eric Rowan for contract reasons. So you switch Bray character to the Fiend, but then turn around and give Roman a stable of the same amount of people. Well, I guess now more because you added Sammy Zayn in it for some reason. For some reason, I still think I think it's a homage to the Owen Hart in the Nation thing, but because it's just too similar for me to not even think of that. But anyway, it's like you turn around and gave Roman the exact thing that Bray wanted and was thriving with. The Wyatt family was thriving. Like,
I don't think the bloodline was Vince's idea.
No.
I'll throw that the bloodline might have been Paul Heyman's idea.
It was Heyman's. It definitely was Heyman's. Because if it wasn't Vince,
But I also throw Vince broke up the Wyatt family because he wanted to push Braun as a solo act, not Bray. That's what I'll throw in there. Because again, Vince has a look.
the only reason why I would challenge that is because he has too many opportunities to push him and didn't do it.
And he did push him. He pushed him.
He pushed him, but then he had him fall to Goldberg, fall to Brock. Like he had too many opportunities to build that character up, and then just so he could take L's against.
Vince ain't letting nobody. Vince ain't letting nobody surpass Brock or Goldberg. Look at it.
But
no matter who it is.
But the thing is that the reason why Roman works is because he beat Brock. You can't put him up against these people and not let him at least win.
He'll let Roman do it. He ain't gonna let Bray do it. Bray doesn't have the look according to Vince. Roman does.
That's crazy. So in other words, you can't have multiple top guys. You only got to have one.
No,
business model.
It could be Roman and Bobby Lashley, but it ain't gonna be Roman and Bray in Vince's world because Bray doesn't have the look. Vince like muscle heads.
No, I'm not talking about Bray. I'm talking about Braun Strowman.
Oh,
I'm talking about Braun Strowman. I'm talking about the time where Braun Strowman went up against Goldberg, Undertaker, and he went up against Brock Lesnar.
Brock too.
He hasn't beat none of them. I want to say he hasn't even beat, but I could be wrong about Roman. But I want to say he ain't beat Roman either. So it's like, if that's why I say I challenge you on Braun Strowman because he had his opportunities to do Braun Strowman, and he just didn't do it.
But Bray came up in the John Cena era,
right? And Bray had. It made sense for what Bray was doing at the time. Bray was establishing himself against characters that were already established and playing basically he was the new Undertaker. He wasn't the same
trying to be,
but he was basically how John Cena was the new Hulk Hogan. Bray was the new Undertaker. And when you have that, but again, he didn't have the look. The other guys had the look because the Undertaker had. He was tall. He was built. That's what his group had, but he didn't have it. So it's like, yeah, man. I don't know. I really think that was an idea to make him a solo act, and I just think Bray made it look so good that Vince just didn't know what to do with him afterwards. And
that's when you give people creative control.
Yeah.
When you don't.
Because and I always go. I've seen so many of the YouTube videos of where you have wrestlers like, man, I just made the best of the gimmick that they gave me, and then it's like once you do it, then he be stuck with it. Be like, oh man, I don't know what to do with you now. like I guess we just rinse and repeat, keep doing the same thing over and over, and then it's like, but I want my character to evolve. And
then they fire you because he can't come on nothing else.
Exactly. It's not because you're not good anymore. It's just that he
can't come up with nothing else for you.
That's
when you're relying on him. But then I heard stuff like from Chris Jericho, John Moxley. They approach Vince with ideas,
Yeah.
And he'd be like, nah. But like, okay, so what do you got for me? Can't come up with nothing for you either. But okay, I got these ideas for me. I can't work these ideas. You ain't got nothing for me, but I got something for me. But you won't let me work them. I don't know. But that's not an issue no more.
Yeah.
It's not the issue anymore.
R.I.P. to that era, because Triple H is making it work. And when I say he making it work, he's making it work.
That man made phone calls, bro.
I mean,
He made phone calls.
He did what Vince couldn't do in 3 years and 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
That is mind-boggling. I can't
Mhm.
wait to see Triple H's first WrestleMania. I can't wait. Matter of fact, I can't wait to see his first Royal Rumble. Like, because a lot of these events,
All these people that's gonna show up, yep.
that he
But I don't know who else.
Royal Rumble, he might have a few people come back, because that's the perfect spot for it.
Because where's Samoa Joe? Does Samoa Joe still have the Ring of Honor championship?
He does. No, Chris Jericho. Wait, no. Chris Jericho. I know Chris Jericho had it, but I don't know if he still has it. But that's a good question, because I haven't.
He's Ring of Honor World Television Champion.
Who?
Samoa Joe.
Interesting. Yeah, I ain't been keeping up with it. I thought it was Jericho the last I checked, but anyway, I after that whole, and I don't like what they doing with. I think fans like what they doing with Jade Cargill with the whole.
Yeah, I don't like. Nah, yeah.
I don't like what they doing with her right now.
Nah.
Like they soften.
They're not doing anything with her. That's the problem.
That's the problem. But they softening her up for a loss of the title, so I guess they could push her as the women's champion. But I think they should have. If you're gonna go the Goldberg route with her, go the Goldberg route with her, because it makes sense with her. Like, just let her get the title and just drop it. Like, oh, this title is beneath.
I don't like the move they gave her. What's that? The Glam Slam?
That whole pedigree crap. Yeah.
No, the standing up thing. What they got? I'm like, that's weak. Well, she probably can't wrestle low key. Because I don't think I've seen a match.
They gave her the pedigree. I know that much.
They gave her the pedigree?
Yeah. That's one of her new moves now.
The pedigree?
It's a straight up Triple H pedigree. Like, straight up.
No.
They giving her moves where I guess she can use on opponents that she
bigger than her?
Like, physically, like, dominate. So they giving her alternative finishing moves to use on, I guess, setting her up. I don't know against who. But
so let's give Jade Cargill a signature and a finisher. I think a signature.
Well, I mean, I guess
I think a finisher could be like a running attack, maybe like a big boot. You ain't got to pick nobody up. You just run really.
I don't think she has to do. I think striking stuff will work with her. I'm not like
they didn't give her the gimmick as like a strong as a
like a clothesline from hell type of clothesline could work for her. I believe, because
give her like a not a clothesline from hell, but a one where it's like she's really up close. Maybe a scream? No. What is it called? Who has it? Is it a straight jacket? Something like that.
Okay, we talked about it, and she apparently just did it. Like,
what?
I'm finna pull it up. I'm
A
finna pull
pedigree? How weak does it look?
striking. She did a I'm gonna just show you. I'm just gonna show you. She because I didn't. It's like a bicycle kick.
Like a blow kick?
Yeah, I'm gonna see what you think about it. I'm finna pull it up if I can get down to it. If I, give me some time to load it up because I don't want to. Where is it? Because I just went to her Twitter and because she they made the gif of, you remember the Charlie Murphy kicker. So she apparently did something similar. So here we go. I'm finna share my screen. Oh no. Oh, there we go. She just kicked the security guard with a bicycle. You think that worked for her?
Yeah. She
I
had
don't,
put a
I don't know. I prefer the clothesline from hell, but I know she's very into her athleticism, so that might work for her. I don't know.
uh, mm, I had to see it in a match.
Yeah, I'll see if I could pull up this because she definitely did the pedigree, and I'm pretty sure it was I want to say it was in that last championship match she had because that was my first time ever seeing her do it. Let's see. I want to see if she got it on her page.
Yeah, I don't think she got it on the page.
She definitely did it. All right, I'm just gonna stop.
Nah, don't worry about it.
But yeah, like she definitely did it, and it was just like it threw me off. I'm like, when did they give her this? But I don't know. That, I think the clothesline for hell will work for her better, but that's just because I forget. I know they tried to give it to Seth Rollins, but I think they gave it to somebody else too.
Ooh. Oh yeah. I remember they tried to do that garbage.
Okay, I found it. I'm just gonna send a tag you in it. All right, I just retweeted it so you can see it. So it don't look right. It just don't look right. And the fact that she does the other move as her finishing move, I guess make it don't look right because you underhooking it's another move where you double underhooking the arm. So
Right.
I don't know but unless I mean, can she do the torture rack? I would love to bring that back. Have her do
That's a good one.
a submission finisher or the full Nelson.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Another double hook. I mean, I don't know. When you got powerful characters like that, submissions work too. Because Brock Lesnar proved that. Like,
Mhm.
and I think Undertaker had one too. So you could give her a submission move too, but I don't know.
She was too quick with that. You gotta take your time with that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I like the clothesline from hell. I think I probably like a ripcord clothesline from hell.
Mm.
Um.
I'm just tired of spears. I don't want to see no
Oh
more.
God!
I don't
Please
want to see
stop.
no more spears.
Please stop, bro.
I don't want to see no more super kicks. I don't want to see.
No, please don't.
I honestly don't want to see no more stunners. Like
I don't know why. Why is I guess maybe that's like he's maybe it's like straining his body or something like. But the pop up power bomb.
Fine.
Who told you to switch that and go with the stunner? I don't like Kevin Nash for the stunner, bro. I don't like that's it. Maybe that was cool while you was in the Indies, but like, bro, you here now. And that move is goated here, bro. No, goat something else.
Yeah.
You had a good move. You had a pop-up album and that was fire.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you're gonna bring back any Legends finishing move, if you don't
For a submission for Jay Cargill, Rings of Saturn.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Work.
She long enough.
I guess Rusev, well, I forgot his name, AEW, but he got that camel clutch.
Camel clutch?
That I guess since he already using that, they don't want other wrestlers to use it too.
That's fine. That's respectable. Ain't nobody using the Rings of Saturn though.
Nobody using Rings of Saturn. Don't nobody want to touch the crossface clipper because of Chris Benoit, but I think that's the reason why you should give it to somebody else. so you can not only bring it back.
Daniel Bryan's submission is a variation.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't want to see the ankle lock. But you can bring back the ankle slam. I enjoyed.
Who tried to bring that back? Apollo Crews tried to bring that back.
Yeah, Apollo Crews tried to bring that back.
But Charlie Haas's submission that nobody probably forgot about the House of Pain.
Yeah.
They can do it. Somebody can do something with that.
True that.
Somebody could definitely do something with the House of Pain.
I don't know, man. That's good, man. There's plenty of stuff they could do with her, man. That is I was hoping, thinking that Bianca would, but now maybe Jay might have to come on over to the WWE to get this rivalry going. So who knows?
All of them need too. It's a girl that be on mostly on AEW Dark. I think she a Hispanic chick, but I know her interest is that they got gunshots. And her interest, she be doing boom boom. She got some type of, I think it's a submission hold or something like that. She need to come on over too. She fired.
Yeah.
And who Emi Sakura, the Asian chick, the thick Asian lady. They need to either put a title on her or let her free.
Yeah. I ain't been a fan of the triples title that they got going on over there. I tried to get into it. I'm not a fan of that. Keep it at tag team.
That would have been great if that would have been great for New Day.
Yeah, that been if you a 3-person and up stable like that, I don't need to put titles around. Like a tag team championship can work for them, and they just share the title. Like just because
like New Day.
Yeah, like New Day do. Like I don't. That 3 title thing just is weird to me. I don't know. I ain't feeling
It's probably just something you just got to get used to.
It probably, but I think it's a gimmick to try to different, be different that don't need to be different. Like you wrestling.
I'm with you on that.
Like you don't need to be different just for the sake of being different. Like that don't make sense to me. Like if anything, you can do what WWE didn't do right, in my opinion, which was the women's tag team. But if you want to do that, because you definitely
they learned their lesson on that.
Yeah, you got some women talent, but I don't know, man. It seems
talent, but
this whole Triple H thing has really it dampened the product over there, because I don't know if like the contract situations with these wrestlers, but it's like when they time is up, they might go right back to right back over, because it's like
But I don't know about John Moxley and
certain ones.
Brian Danielson. But
certain-
if William Regal go back, then they're gonna go back. Cause those are real Regal guys.
yeah, you can almost tell that. You could tell like this Triple H thing was way bigger than, and it was unexpected. Like the fact that it was unexpected and it was just way bigger. A lot of people still was questioning, like, oh,
the timing was unexpected. They was waiting on Vince to give up the reins, but they didn't know it'd be so soon.
right. It obviously happened because of the scandal and everything, but
Right.
to me, the people didn't believe it until they seen it in action. And I think Bray,
Until people started popping up.
I think Bray is the biggest. Yeah, this is different now. Like it's different over here. Because if it wasn't, he wouldn't have. I promise you, he wouldn't have been back. That's one thing.
Yeah.
I don't know which
I
one
agree.
he went to, but he definitely wouldn't have been back where he at now. So
I agree. I definitely agree.
yeah. So that'll
I
put
don't know if him and Roman can be on the same brand right now though.
I wouldn't even put them on the same brand, because what's the purpose? You have to build, even though this is a new old, it's an old gimmick, you got to rebuild it up. Like you just can't you can't just put him against top people and expect him to dominate, and like build him up. Let him dominate. Let him down, because Raw need it. Raw needs something. So let him dominate over there.
Yeah.
And however he want to do it, like just let him.
Yeah.
He wants the title.
I think Brock came back to feud with Bobby Lashley.
I think so too. Yeah, that'll be nice. Give Bobby Lashley some comp.
I don't know what happened with Bobby and that finisher. I don't like the full Nelson for Bobby.
Neither.
I love the Dominator for Bobby.
Yep.
I don't know about a finisher for Bobby, and especially not the full Nelson, man. I'm like, you are Chris Masters already like, he didn't goated, but like when I think of the full Nelson, I think of Chris Masters.
Mm-hmm.
And he could have easily put the torture rack on Bobby.
Yeah, torture rack could have gone. The only problem is like with him is because you got so many bigs. Could he do that with the other bigs? But
Probably not. So you probably need him to. I mean, he already got the spear.
and that's what I say. Like he got a spear. Like it's so many
Roman
spears.
got a spear. Edge got a spear.
It's so many spears, man. It's ridiculous. But yeah, man. Like you, I mean, Dean Ambrose not there. Somebody got to get that DDT. Like somebody needed. Like
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And then he turned it up a notch. He picking niggas up and dropping them on their head.
yeah, he definitely turned it up a notch. So
Yeah, he turned it up a notch. So that double arm DG is wide open for anybody.
Yeah.
Unless he come back.
I don't think that's gonna happen. And I think the Seth Rollins is exhibit A why it won't. Cause and I hope that when he done doing whatever he doing, Triple H fix him, because Seth Rollins I don't know if I ever seen a character go through so many transformations than Seth Rollins did. Like he was trying.
They was trying to find something that fit him.
Yeah,
and it's like if it don't, he might not be the dude. I know y'all want him to be the dude, but he just might not be the dude.
Exactly.
It might have been, y'all probably made a mistake on that, because it probably should have been Roman and Dean. and let Seth just like maybe intercontinental area, intercontinental USA area, because I sure would have swapped him for Sami Zayn or something, because Sami Zayn, talent wise,
yeah, Sami Zayn is definitely better wrestler and just period. But again, you want to say look, he definitely don't have that look. And
but Seth, I mean Seth, he's yeah.
they
And
tried
then he's not American either.
They tried to push him as a at first they tried to push him.
Sami's not American.
That too, yeah. But they tried to push. I felt like they tried to market Seth Rollins as the next Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then for whatever reason, he had some of Triple H's moves, so now he was a combination between Shawn Michaels and
They
Triple
couldn't figure out they couldn't figure out what they wanted to do with him. They wanted him to be a guy, but they didn't know what.
Right.
So it's like, and obviously he couldn't come up with nothing for himself. That's the same thing. That's the same thing with I think Chris Jericho mentioned it about the Miz.
Yeah.
Like the Miz be swagger jacking. I'm like, yeah, I can see that because the Miz is like,
yeah, the Miz is definitely a Chris Jericho swagger jacker. Like,
yeah, he's a jacker.
He just, I'm like, you stole that jacket from Jericho, like
you be stealing jack, but I mean, like, I guess it works for him because he's still around.
Yeah, he a nice heel for people to go against mid card. I'm not gonna lie, he not the great, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know who idea was to get rid of the 24/7 stuff. They need to bring that back. So I ain't seen that.
I would have. They could keep that and put that back on a hardcore championship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would much rather have that back, but I mean, I don't know. The PG stuff is still I guess
that's supposed to be over with.
Yeah, that's supposed to be over with. So I guess they can't technically do it, but now so we'll see. I just
put that hardcore championship on Dexter Loomis.
That's funny.
Put that on Dexter Loomis, dog. That's what you do with that. Put the hardcore championship on Dexter Loomis. Okay. And see he don't take that thing to another level.
I can see that.
That nigga Dexter is insane, bro.
I just, I'm missing my R-Truth content. That's the only thing. Like, but I'm pretty sure that, like I said, I know what worked under Vince and what didn't.
You don't need no title on Truth. Just when just the last week before pay-per-view, like a Royal Rumble, let them come out and talk stupid. Yep. And don't even remember, like, bro, like, you're not even in the Rumble. Like
that, dog, the one that the promo that he did against Brock, when he came out, it was like, I'm entering the Royal Rumble to eliminate Paul Heyman, and then Brock Lesnar. He's like, well, I'm undeclaring.
I'm undeclaring
for the. It was genius. I was like genius.
You don't need no title. You don't need no title on Ron. You don't need no title on Ron. Just give him a mic and let him have control over his creative and just give him some space.
Just let him go out there and try to break people's characters all the time. Like they don't even know it's coming. Like just let him do him, man.
Yeah.
Like he's too good to be on WWE Network post game
or put him on commentary.
That's what I say. If you're gonna put him on, he can definitely be this generation's Jerry Lawler. I can definitely see that.
Put him
Yeah,
on
I can
Pac-Man.
definitely see that. I can definitely see that. That's a good one. I can see that. That now we talking.
Let's see him and Booker T. Put him on commentary.
Yeah, they put Booker T is on SmackDown. No, he on NXT.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he the announcer NXT now. So
He need the mic. Give him a mic and some creative too. He be talking crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know why I ain't never been a fan of the cast they got now. I couldn't even.
They got the people that they had for NXT was great though.
Yeah,
The NXT commentary was great, but Michael Cole's in them.
Yeah, they.
No,
Michael Cole only there.
Michael Cole been around for too long, and I'm just not.
Like he what's funny is that he was the heir apparent to JR and but then he got older than them. It seemed like because I still like listening to JR and it's like I'm tired of Michael Cole, and then it's like Michael Cole had all that stuff with The Rock, and I'm done with him.
Michael Cole never became the voice.
He never became what I seen like a couple months ago. They celebrated him, and I was like, for what? Like,
never became the voice.
I'm like, man, whatever. I guess he a yes man, so I guess you can celebrate him.
Yeah,
for
for sure. For sure.
He was definitely. He's so forgettable. Like he was just a good target for The Rock during his rise, and it was.
That was the same for him and Coachman.
I actually enjoyed Coachman more than him, to be honest. But yeah, Coachman the same way. I don't even know what he doing. He was on ESPN and he went back, and I don't know what he's doing now.
I don't know what he's doing now. Yeah.
But yeah, because I don't need to see him as no champion. I would like for him to do it,
right?
I think everybody deserves a shot, especially if you entertaining. But I just don't see no way you could pull it off without Daniel Bryan and him. Like, that's the only way that you can make it appealing, where it's against all odds, R-Truth type deal. And I don't even want that.
He's up in age too, so
yeah, that's
I don't know if he wants to wrestle that much anyway.
I just want him entertaining me, man. I have to see him every week. Like, so if the best way to do that is put him on commentary, I'm for it, because I think he'll be hilarious and great. I have one more topic. I don't even want to talk about it because it's such a downer, and this was a good topic, so I'm cool with it. And I don't even want to talk about the depressing stuff, but I'll let you know what it was about, because it was Kanye West.
We sure going to talk about that.
Yeah, because it was we done.
All I'm saying about Kanye West is what I always thought of Kanye West was he's a talented lame. He's always been a lame to me. He just made great beats, just made great music. But his off the record stuff, it doesn't surprise me. Because
I don't even want to talk about it. That was a good topic to Leonardo. And I just and the way I was leading that conversation was basically like his antics now was like just making me not even want to rock with his old stuff now. Like it's like, you know, I'm just done with you, period. You off my playlist, period. Like I don't even want to hear.
I'm not canceling them. If he make good music, I'm gonna listen to it. If he makes some, I haven't bought none of his shoes because I didn't think any was good. But like I said, this stuff off the lane, bro. Like
yeah,
he wanted to get famous for fame's sake. It wasn't for money's sake. It was for fame's sake, so people could see him and know his name. So all the stuff he's doing, he's not satisfied. He's just a big child, bro. He just likes the attention. It's like he's not worth this conversation. He's not worth this conversation. He's not.
So with that being said, that's it. I'll gavel down. Deuces. Y'all have a great week. We'll see y'all next week.
Bears play, the next game is Monday?
I don't know.
Patriots?
I do know the next game is the Patriots, but I don't know if it's Monday. Let's do a quick look.
October 24th. Because bye week, right? They got the bye week?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they play the Patriots Monday, October 24th. So
they got a bye week this week.
No, they play Monday.
The 24th?
The 24th is next Monday.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
They played this Thursday.
It's a mini bye because they played Thursday.
Yeah.
So this week is the mini bye.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Then they play Monday, the 24th.
They play next Monday.
Right.
So yeah, we'll catch y'all. Shoot. What time was that Monday? That's in the evening, right?
Yeah, Monday Night Football is like.
Okay, so we'll catch y'all next Sunday.
Yep.
Is it next Sunday?
Yeah, it'll be next Sunday.
Let me look at the calendar.
I'll be at work Monday, so
we'll be at work Monday too.
So yeah, it'll be next.
No, because the game will be that Monday. So no, I mean, I guess we
gonna see y'all next Sunday. We just ain't gonna be talking about the big.
We will, cause what's the name come out that Friday? Black Adam come out that Friday, so we're gonna talk about this Sunday. We're gonna have something to talk about. We'll catch y'all Sunday.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all vibing with us, man. God bless, man. Y'all have a good evening.